do you oppose to this renovation of the convention center?
Well, it's not the remodeling of the building that's a concern. I'm in favor of remodeling the building. Anybody you really talk to who's been there says it needs a fix-up. It needs to be brought into to today's age. But what's troubling me is that together with the remodeling, you have two developers competing for over 100,000 square feet of retail, over 100,000 square feet of apartment condominium space, and a 1,000-room hotel. And they want to use the city's tax money to build the convention center, but then they want these three other things, the hotel, the apartments, and the condominiums, to inure to their benefit. And so, to me, it's a bad deal. They're saying $500 million, and I just disagree. I disagree. I think that what's smart and what we do in our households as Americans is we look at the money that we have and we say, how far will this get us? And if it won't get us far enough, then we don't do anything. But I'm telling you, if we went out with our $200 million, we would be able to find a way to renovate the building. I've talked to a lot of different developers, a lot of different contractors who say, listen, for $200 million, you can make that place beautiful. And it's possible. It very much is. The second part of this that's of grave concern, I almost didn't mention, is that at the same time, when we were narrowing, not we, but the city was narrowing down, because I was opposed to this from the beginning, but the city was narrowing down the developers. The procurement director was arrested for accepting bribes associated with other things that were going on. Now, this procurement director, this procurement director was receiving bribes, and his best friend, this guy, this sounds like a soap opera, but it's true. The procurement director's best friend was a guy named Walter Garcia. Walter Garcia received $25,000 from one of these two bidders, okay? Walter Garcia also signed for the procurement director's wife's car. So he co-signs, this guy Walter Garcia gets 25 grand from one of the top two developers, Hugo Colombo, and then he co-signs for the procurement director's wife's car at the same time when the procurement director is receiving other payoffs from other contractors associated with our job order contracting system. The mayor and several other people are so adamant that something gets done, and I think that the process is all bungled up, it's all screwed up, and so they can't accept it and say we need to start over, because that would mean that they'd have to stop and that they wouldn't get it to the end they wanted to get to, and she's termed out at the end of this year. So obviously, I'm disappointed that the convention center is not going to get remodeled right away. I'm disappointed, but I think we should have started at the very beginning with the remodeling, just a remodeling of the building. And right now, if we had done that and we'd lived within our means and been reasonable, we wouldn't be in the situation we're in right now. The best way to get a good deal is to make sure that the public decides. So we're gathering signatures. We've got over 3,000 signatures right now. Not an easy thing to do, but it's important. And I think if the people are allowed to decide on what happens in this area, we're most likely to get the fairest result. So we're asking, and it's from a traffic and congestion concern and from a gift concern of a developer, that we need to make sure this gets to the people.
When you say